Progressive education is a pedagogical movement that emphasizes learning through experiences, critical thinking, and problem solving instead of traditional methods that focus on rote memorization. This approach prioritizes the development of the whole child intellectually, emotionally, socially, and physically. It is based on the belief that education should be directly connected to the experiences of the child. It believes education should allow learning to be an active process where students engage with their environment to solve real-world problems. The concept of progressive education can be traced back to the works of John Dewey, who is often regarded as its founding father. Dewey argued against the passive reception of knowledge, which was typical of the education system in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Instead, he advocated for an educational environment that mimics the real world, where students learn through discovery and direct engagement. Other early contributors include Francis Parker, who emphasized the importance of training teachers to adapt to a child's educational needs, and Margaret Naumburg, who promoted the use of art as a tool for emotional and cognitive development. A quintessential example of progressive education in practice is the Montessori method. Developed by Dr. Maria Montessori, this educational approach is characterized by a prepared learning environment where children are free to choose from a range of activities that are appropriate for their developmental stage. The teacher's role is more of a guide than a traditional instructor, facilitating learning rather than directing it. Another example is the Reggio Emilia approach, originating in Italy, which emphasizes collaborative, project-based learning with a focus on artistic expression and community involvement. The strengths of progressive education are rooted in its focus on engaging the student actively. By integrating various subjects in ways that are meaningful and interconnected, learning becomes more relevant and enjoyable. This approach not only helps in developing critical thinking and problem-solving skills, but also promotes social skills and emotional intelligence by encouraging collaboration and communication among students. Furthermore, by valuing the individual interests and developmental pace of each child, progressive education supports personalized learning, potentially leading to greater student motivation and self-directed learning. Despite these strengths, progressive education faces several criticisms. One major concern is that its less structured approach might not provide the rigorous academic challenge required to master fundamental skills such as mathematics and reading. Critics argue that without a structured curriculum, students might miss essential knowledge, leading to academic gaps. Moreover, the success of progressive education heavily relies on the skill and dedication of the teacher. Inconsistent teaching methods and a lack of standardized assessments can result in uneven educational outcomes across different classrooms and schools. Additionally, because this approach often requires more resources such as smaller class sizes and specialized materials, it can be less accessible, particularly in underfunded public schools, leading to inequities in educational quality and outcomes. If you're a university student, I recommend reading the article I've left in the pinned comment, which could help you with your studies, or writing an essay on this topic. You might also want to check out the videos on screen now that explore related concepts in education.